We really appreciate you being here with us today. And I started again.
Did you? I didn't notice.
Yeah.
But now we have to do it again. So. Hi, we're here today with the incredibly talented Colin, also known as Path P. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for being here with us today. First of all, I have a question for you. What does Path P mean? Could you just let the audience know what that means?
Sure. Well, Path P, which is my musician stage name, stands for position at the highest point. It's kind of like it's like a little reminder there for me as far as where I was going to take everything I'm doing, where I see myself, so a little ring in the back of the head, and also kind of set my standard of where I want to be. So.
Okay, that's actually really, really cool.
Thank you.
Next, we would love to know exactly what you're working on currently. Just fill us in a little bit of what's going on with your newest project. We know that you have a new album that just came out.
Yes, I do. I just recently dropped my debut album. It's called Life in the Realest Hue. So on iTunes, Amazon, all those online retailers is on there. So, which is basically, the way I saw it was, I like to explore different aspects of life, as far as like what I see on my everyday basis, what I see, on TV or what others have experienced, and kind of just putting a face to that. Because, within hip hop right now, I feel like it needs more of a balance of substantial, subject matter and just putting a brighter light on hip hop as far as telling a story and putting a message to what you're doing musically. You know what I mean? So with Life in the Realest Hue, from the production, which is done by an amazing producer by the name of 3, a longtime friend of mine, with this kind of colorful production in a sense, as far as the levels of the beats and the synths and whatever, and so seeing Life, you kind of experience different things, and with that you get different colors, kind of, with passion you get red, with sadness you get blue, and I kind of saw these colors when I was writing to the beats that he put together, So.
Is there one favorite track that you absolutely love that you want to share with anybody?
I have it's hard to just pick one. Something I'm really proud about, so I love pretty much all the same. But one I'd say to pull out specifically, one that hits home to me and one's important to me would be the title track. It was Life in the Realest Hue. It's kind of touched on different levels of myself. Kind of is very introspective, and it lets me kind of show a side of me that I don't think I normally show to people.
Wow.
And and just the sound, and then Deborah Church's feature on there. Shout out to her. Kind of encapsulated the emotion and feeling that I was going through when I was writing that track. So,
wow.
Yeah.
I know one of the things that the sound and I talk about a lot is being true to yourself as an artist, because that's really when you can touch your audience.
Absolutely.
So how do you feel about that? And what's your style of writing when it comes to actually being able to embody what you're putting out, so people can be a part of the music and not just hear the music, but actually be a part of the experience?
Absolutely, great question. As far as my take, I think that's definitely important, to touch the people, because that's how you, in the long run, you keep the people. You keep them engaged and you keep them enthralled, or letting them know that they're not going through whatever they're going through alone. We are, there's a synergy throughout all people that we may not realize at first, but we all go through the same commonalities, the same different situations. It may just be tweaked differently based on who you are. So I think with the music that I write, depending on what the beat is, the level, or what have you, there's some aspects in any given song that somebody out there is going through, and someone out there will feel it. And I want everybody to be touched by it, whether it's one track or the whole album. So that's where I would like to touch it, and where I would like to take it with my audience.
One of the questions that I love to ask other artists, especially writers, is what's your writing style? Because mine is really different. I can write to the beat, but then I have to stop at some point and allow the words just to flow out. And I know the sound is different. She can just replay the beat over and over and over again. I don't necessarily have to write that way, so I can turn the beat off and then come back and try to place the words, with the music. So what's your writing style?
Writing style is, I guess you could say, it's kind of all over the place. Like I'm initially, I've grown up as an illustrator. I've always drawn. To me, I I'm an artist.
Okay.
You know, I try to touch every aspect of artistry where I can, which is why I just do these billion and one things that I try to get my hands on. So it could be like, you know, when I draw, I start off from a finger if I'm drawing a person, and then it comes out to a person or whatever. I can start from my eyebrow. So I kind of approach my writing style the same way. It may be the beat is inspiring me at the time, or I may just write something off the top of my head in the shower, you know, whatever comes to mind. And then if there's a beat, I can kind of match it and then expand on what I wrote from there.
Okay.
Depending on the sound and the feeling I can get from the beat.
Okay.